Hey everybody, it's Daryl back again, Fisherman 76. I just wanted to tell y'all what y'all were fixing to watch. It's the full-length version of that external collar that I removed. It's actually doing really good on Facebook. If you're not on my Facebook page, it's the same thing, Fisherman 76 on Facebook. And if you're not on my YouTube channel, how about going to check it out? It's Fisherman 76 on YouTube. But I wanted to give a shout out to Joe and Marsha Raymond, and also to a guy named David. I don't have David's last name. Thank y'all for y'all's kind letters that y'all sent and donations to the channel. I really do appreciate that. But stick around, fixing to do the full-length version. It's from the tree down to me putting them in the hive. So watch it in. Y'all might learn something.
That's one way to do it, ain't it? Now with these I normally take the combs down and stuff, but I don't have a box to put them in, so I'm just going to vacuum the bees, and when I get them home I'll give them a frame of brood and keep our queen caged. Matter of fact, I got to get that out of the truck and keep her in the cage for 2 or 3 days and then let her out, and that should be good. I had forgot my my veil, my bee coat encased with pissy, and I forgot my smoker at the house too, so that's the reason why I was using the pine straw like that. she is. So there we go. We got most of the bees in the box. There's a few little stragglers here and there. There's still a few flying around the bee vac, and then we got our queen right here. What I'll do is I'll take the top off the bee vac. I'll bump it on the ground, make the bees fall to the bottom, and I'll actually set the clip inside of there. That way, if she does happen to get out of that clip between here and the house, she'll be in the bee vac. So let's do that and get them all loaded up. Let's see what I'll do since I got my queen in the clip right here. Cut this off real quick. Spin that around. And I'll actually put her inside of the bee vac. Just like that. Now the reason why I don't put her right in here is because this piece right here. I don't want it to spin around and push my cage down or damage my cage and my queen get out. Of course I lose a couple bees doing that, but that'd be alright. And I always take this and set it in the front seat of my truck on low speed. Just like that. And then I'll take them home. The flap on the side's got holes in it, so it pulls the air in. And of course it pulls it out the top and blows it out. So that'll keep the bees cool on the way home. And they'll be safe and sound in there. So let's go home and I'll show you what we're going to do after that. Alrighty, so before I turn the camera on, I've already went and bummed off a frame of brood off of another hive, and it's not a full frame of brood. It's got a little bit on the front and the back. The thing about this is there's not a whole lot of bee numbers that we're going to have, and if you give this hive a great big frame of brood, they're not going to be able to cover it and it's going to end up dying. So don't give your hive like this more than what they can handle. So what I'm going to do, this is a nuke that somehow, or for some reason, the bees died out of. I don't know what the reason for it is, but as you can see, they died out. Now there's nothing wrong with that. These bees will clean that up and get it back to going again. See there? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this frame of brood right in the middle of this. I'm only going to put 4 frames in here. I got to have room to dump the bees out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these bees out of here so they can start their journey. The reason why I didn't save any of that comb from that cutout is, if you noticed in the video, all of it was pretty much new comb, and there's no way to band that in a frame. It'd end up falling apart and making a great big old mess. So let's get the bees out of this vac. Hopefully our queen's still in the clip, and what I'm going to do is going to dump most of them in there, and then I'll take that canister and leave it here in front of the hive and let the rest of them just work their way into it. And normally bees coming out of a vac are pissy, so this should be entertaining. Matter of fact, I'm going to puff a little smoke in there, and hopefully that'll keep them from being too wiry. Now let this back run the whole entire time from coming to the house. These bees you see flying around, if you can see them flying around, are actually bees that were on the comb that was in the back of the truck. When I stopped, got the bee vac out here at the house, they started coming back to the thing. So our queen is still in our clip. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna just lay her down here in the bottom for now. Prop her up at the back of the hive. That way the bees can keep her warm if they need to. And as you can see, all the bees we got. I'm just gonna take them, take them in the hive. Just like that. So they're actually not being too terribly pissy. I dumped some more out there in front of the hive. I'm going to give them a little prop. That way they can march on in the hive. Now what they'll do is there'll be a couple at the front of the hive and they'll start fanning their butt, and all these bees that are in the air, they'll start flying into the hive. So there we go. I'm going to leave that frame right here. I'm going to leave it sitting there for the next 2 days. It's not supposed to rain or anything else, and it's not going to hurt anything. So when I let her out of the cage, I can slide that frame right in there, and they'll be ready to rock and roll. The reason why I give them a frame of brood, that actually give the bees something to look after, since they don't have any brood from their original hive, and that'll help keep them locked to this hive. As long as they've got brood to look after, they shouldn't go anywhere. And being the queens in the clip, that kind of helps hold them here too. So there you go, from limb to a hive. I think that cutout took about 35-40 minutes, something like that. So there you go. If y'all got any questions, leave them in the comments below. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate y'all's that's watched it all the way to the end.